And it is tea time with Kittylicious, episode 4 with KaitKatBreak. Hey! Hi! Welcome to the podcast!
Hey, hi. That's me. That's
Yeah,
my name.
that's your name, and I said
That's
my name
me.
too. I love your cat
That's
too, also.
this is Ferguson. He is
Oh.
a big fat fluff. He's huge. He pees on everything.
Oh, I have
He's
one
the
of
one
those
who
too.
he's
He
the
peed on
one
the
who
tent.
peed on my tent. Yes, he peed on my tent.
That's awful.
You're famous, Ferg.
Hey Ferg. Also, I like that I asked you to introduce your cat before introducing yourself. So please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm KaitKatBreak. I don't know how to introduce myself. I'm a person. I exist. I'm from Indiana. I typically describe myself as like the girl next door, but if next door was a nuclear power plant.
Oh.
So yeah.
That's a good next door.
I'm terrible at introductions. I'm so sorry.
Well, I think it's just our generation. We're just really bad at it. But I'm going to discuss that later.
We got forced into all of those stupid games like, hey guys, my name's Kate. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and 1 lie. Guess which one is the lie.
Oh my god. I should start doing that. Okay, anyway.
Please don't.
I just wanted to say also that, like, I took a bit of a hiatus from the podcast, but when I started it up, you were actually, like, one of those people I had in mind that I really wanted on. But when I was gonna ask you, because you, like, streamed almost every day, or, like, not every day, you streamed a couple of times a week, honestly. Now I'm just being an idiot. I was gonna catch your next stream and be like, Kate, do you wanna be on the podcast? And then you, like, never streamed again.
Yeah, sometimes 2020 just hits you.
Yeah, it
hit
you.
I think 2020 just slammed right into me like a freight train.
Yeah.
And so I had to take some time off of streaming, but I'm getting back into a much more regular schedule now. So
yeah, I'm happy to have you here.
Everything's working out.
Yeah, so now I finally get to have you on. And I usually explain to my chat, or like not chat, yes, my viewers, how I found the person that I'm interviewing. And your story is actually kind of weird and interesting. Do you remember how I found you? Have I told you this?
No, I don't think I know. I was just about to say I'm gonna learn this along with the viewers. I feel like one day you were there and I was happy about it.
Yeah, basically. I was a bit drunk and I had a friend, he kept sending me like these weird Twitch streamers. I was like, what are you doing? How are you even finding these people? He was like, yeah, me and another friend, we're just cruising through the just chatting section and trying to find like people to laugh at. And I was like, okay, that sounds a bit mean, but sure, I'm in. I've never done something like that. I'm not a mean person, so this felt mean-spirited, but I was in, and we went in deep. We found so many like annoying people, and then my friends started to make fun of the streamer, and I kind of like get in. But after like a long time, we found you, and I was like, oh my god, this person is so funny. I was like, fuck my friends, they can go watch someone else. But I was like, no. I felt that I could just vibe with you immediately. Like, I was like, she's saying what I want to say.
That makes me super happy, and you would not be surprised probably at how many of my viewers started out doing just that, like trying to come in and harass me in chat or troll me or like do whatever. Not saying that your friends were doing that, but like
they were trying, trust me,
and we're trying, and then I just like flip it on their head, and they're like, wait a second, I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I think I like her.
Yeah, exactly. You're very likable in that way. Because I think some people will say like, oh, she's too extreme, but whatever, you're very likable in your own way. I like that. I mean, I say that as a compliment.
Thank you. I will bow to that.
So, then that's how I found you at least. But now we need to go back to the roots, back to the race. No, oh my god, what the fuck was I trying to say there?
I have no idea. The race's beginning, maybe?
Back to the races. No, I was gonna say back to the basics. And basically...
Back to the basics.
Yeah, how did you start out? Like, why did you start streaming?
So I started streaming because my really good friend, we call him Slide. Slide's part of his handle on Twitch. He's been my friend for, 10 years now. We met my sophomore year in college, in a sexual politics class, believe it
Oh,
or not. It was a gender studies class that he just so happened to be taking as an elective, but he's been real in touch with all of this stuff. And 2 years ago I was in like a super dark space and I was feeling really lonely and I just wasn't having a good time with life. So I was living in a college town where all of my friends had graduated and moved out, and like my relationships like kept failing and God was just smiting me left and right. And so I was like in this deep pit of despair, and he was like, have you thought about streaming? And I was like, that's a neat idea, but like, how am I going to stream? And he was like, well, just give it a shot from your laptop and see if you like it. And that's why I was so shocked when that my laptop like
yeah.
just shit the bed recently, because it used to be my first streams. Um, and so I was like, okay, let's give this a shot. And I did a couple with my laptop. And then he was like, well, come down to Atlanta and I'll give you a PC for free, like an old one that
Ooh.
like barely works. It was a Frankenstein nightmare. Like the things that I would have to do to this PC to get it to work, like, were just unbelievable. But like, I hauled it home. He gifted me a copy of Fallout New Vegas, and I started streaming just to make friends and to meet people. And it turns out that sometimes people like me, and that was really cool. And I was like, and so like I started to like put myself out into the world more, virtually through Twitch, and I started meeting more and more really cool fucking people. And I was able to buy a new computer. So I have a fancy new PC that I was able to
Ooh.
buy because like back in the day I was really consistent on Twitch and people just like gave me money and it was pretty neat. But like I really got into it to meet people and to just suck myself out of like a deep depression, and it worked. So here
Yay.
I am now. Yay.
You're like, thanks, I'm cured.
Yeah, no.
No.
I am not. Much to the chagrin of my psychiatrist, I am not cured,
But
but
you're
it
better.
pays her bills. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm better. I actually I met my partner on Twitch. Well, because
Ooh.
of Twitch. So I was struggling with getting my emotes all set up, and he was like, come over and I'll help you with your emotes.
Oh my
And
god.
we did not get any emote work done.
I've heard about Netflix and chill, but this is like emote with grill. Okay, that was awful. Please forget I said that. Sorry. That was very bad. Please forget I said that.
That was not bad.
But that was really sweet. So you like found each other. Like, did he used to hang out in your chat or?
Well, it goes back to my friend Slide. He and I, really good friends in college, and then there's another streamer, Orange Soder, who was also in our friend group in college. And Soder moved up here to Indianapolis after he graduated, and he got a job and he started working with my partner. He started working with Spilly, and so he met Spilly, and then he just kind of got integrated into their friend group. And then my really good friend Slide, he was like, hey, I think this guy would be good for you. And I like brushed him off because I was like depressed. I hadn't shaved my legs in 5 months, for fuck's sake. Like, it was a deep, dark time. Okay. Yes. Like, I was like, I'm never getting fucked ever again. I might as well join a convent and become a fucking nun. But he just kept pushing me and pushing me. He's like, hey, if you need help with buying something, I needed help buying a monitor. And he's like, this guy will help you. And like, just kept pushing me. And eventually I was like, okay, we've got mutual friends that know him in real life. So the odds of him stabbing me to death are like low to moderate. So let's just fuck it. Let's go.
Aw, that is sweet.
So Twitch has brought a lot of good things to my life, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, because I think that's something that a lot of people can actually say, which is neat. Yeah. However, now we're gonna talk. However, now we're gonna talk about growth. Because that's something that's important for many streamers. And many
Yeah.
people think that to grow, you need exposure. And you need a lot of it. But what happens if you get a lot of exposure, but it's not the right kind, Kate?
You don't get to eat any of your Thanksgiving dinner because you're so anxious from being bombarded with hate messages by 14-year-old men.
And now
Or boys, I guess.
might be like, what is Kitty referring to? I'm gonna show them a clip now that we can discuss.
Yes. Can I preface the clip real fast?
Yes, you can.
This clip was taken the literal night I hit affiliate. So I had been streaming for 30 days at that point. It was the earliest you could hit affiliate, and I had hit it that night when this clip was taken. So
and also to note, chat, it has 60k views. Yes, so you know.
It's got 60,000 views.
Yeah, so that's some kind of exposure. Okay, I will share with you now, chat.
You want to bitch about stream snipers when you are literally broadcasting your in-game location to hundreds of thousands of people around the planet in a non-competitive game. If you're a good player, a stream sniper's not going to get you. We've got people on Fortnite right now that are second partying, or that are fourth partying third parties, that are third partying second parties. Like, it's stupid. Like, if it's in if you're playing competitively, put your stream on a lag. If you don't want people to stream snipe you, put your fucking stream on a lag. Don't stream under your Twitch name, you know? Like, play the game under in streamer mode. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Like, yeah, you've got ninth parties partying 6 parties. It's yeah. 6x9. Yeah, that. It's like, it's goofy. He's a fucking dick.
There we go. I don't think it's bad. I do not think I think that you say a lot of valid things, but
I was wasted talking to like 5 people. I had 5 viewers, and I think 3 of them were bots.
Yeah. And then someone was like, I'm gonna clip this and ship it, and now it has 60,000 views.
Do you want to know what a wild experience it is to wake up and check Reddit and see that you were the top post on live stream fails? Like, yeah. It is...
Because I think this is something a lot of streamers dream about happening for them. One day they just want to wake up and be like, that's me. But now you can actually tell us about this experience, because this podcast is also about like educating newer streamers, like giving them good advice. So
and so like I want to preface this with, I've grown up playing video games my whole life, and I've always definitely been a tomboy, and I've always been in a lot of like male oriented spaces growing up, and so like getting sexist hate in terms of video games is not necessarily something that I was like previously unexposed to. Like, I grew up in Xbox live lobbies where like if you were a woman and you talked while you were playing Halo or whatever, like you just got your shit handed to you for being a woman. And I knew that some of that was going to come with Twitch. Like, I knew that some of that would come with Twitch, because like you're just aware as a woman when you get into any sort of like male dominated sphere that like you're going to get some sort of lashback for anything. And so what I found to be the most like interesting about this experience was like it went viral. I was on Reddit's front page. I had people in Reddit comments saying just like really mean shit about me, but like none of them were saying anything about what I said. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
so like
of course.
Nobody was really, I mean, there were some people that were like, oh well, she makes a good point, but like so many of the comments and so much of the narrative was just centered around, who does this stupid bitch think she is?
Yeah.
And like that clip got put into YouTube compilations, and like that's what like the comments in the YouTube like section said, and like it got to the point where like I had to stop reading the comments because like nobody gave a shit about what I was saying about Ninja. Like nobody was investigating any further my actual comments. They all just wanted to shit on me.
Yeah.
And so like it is like every streamer's dream to like have that blow up moment where like you can take that and you can parlay it into a bigger viewership. But like I had just started streaming.
Yeah.
I was 1 month into streaming when this happened, and it was almost a year afterwards that the hate messages finally stopped. Because
Holy
like
fuck.
people would like find the clip in something, they would find it in a YouTube video, and like it really didn't seriously die down, because that was almost 2 years ago. It really didn't seriously die down until Ninja made the switch to Mixer.
Yeah.
I shit you not. Like that was when things finally like stopped for good. But how do you parlay something like that into something bigger? Because all of the people that came into that channel, or most of the people that came into my channel after that went viral, were just there to say mean things to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can keep a good head on your shoulders, and I really try to. I try to turn
You
any
really
troll's
do.
words
You are really good with
around.
trolls.
Yeah, but like if that's all your chat is, that's very disheartening. And so like I was so anxious I couldn't eat Thanksgiving, which for Americans is a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge meal. Everybody looks forward to it, to be a great time. But you know what I did get at Thanksgiving? My cousins showing me YouTube videos asking me if
Oh.
that was me in them. And I'm like, you're 9 years old, dude.
Holy fuck.
This is a nightmare. And like it scared the fuck out of me. Like legitimately. It was not a pleasant experience.
No.
Because like people got so heated over a simple opinion that they were sending like death threats, or saying like in the YouTube comments that this bitch needs to shut up and die already, or like, you know, like
it's so fucked because you weren't like acting Ninja on Twitter or something like, hey Ninja, you're a dick. It wasn't like you were doing that. You just like talk to your, like, as a streamer I can totally understand like where you're coming from. I see a lot of shit, you know. You can out of context me so easily, and people be like, who does this person think she is? Like, it's and so like, easy, but viewers, like some that are not streaming, do not understand like how that works. So they are like
And the fucked up thing is I stand by it. Like,
yeah.
I still stand by that sentiment entirely, because what, like, in the broader scheme of things, what I was talking about was maintaining my authenticity on Twitch, because I had just hit affiliate and I was trying to make sense to myself and to my like burgeoning community like what I was going to be doing, and I was making them a promise of the Kate that you are seeing right now, aside from any like life changes that influence me, is the Kate that you're going to get 5 years from now. Like, even if I have 20,000 viewers, I'm not going to like change who I am to make myself more palatable to the media. I'm not going to change who I am so that I can be at New York on New Year's Eve telling people like I don't see enough motion. You know, like I'm gonna be me the whole time through, you know? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So
and Spirit, I think it was just a random viewer that posted it, right?
Yeah, it was just a random viewer, and hi every from my community who's in here right now. Yeah, it was just some random Clipper dude who like I don't know, knew the algorithm on Reddit, like when to post it for it to blow up. And like it's controversial because, like, not to toot my own horn, but like I am semi-attractive, but like for a semi-attractive blonde girl to be shitting on Ninja right before the hate train truly left the station, like it was just a perfect storm of shit for people to hate me.
Because nowadays people would easily be able to say that.
Yeah, opinion now.
Everyone agrees.
I was just right there on the crux right before the hate train for Ninja just like fully left the station, and people started to like pile on the he's a sellout thing. And maybe I'm a trendsetter. Maybe I'm
you were just before your time.
I'm not gonna say that. He might sue me for like something.
Maybe he should maybe he got good exposure because some people came out and defended him, and people were like, man, he has a lot of loyal fans. Maybe he's a good dude. Maybe I should check him out. Just out of spite, oh, he's getting hate from people. Maybe I should support him. Maybe it helped him out. Who knows? Maybe your cog was there to grind his wheel in some way. That's not a thing you say, but I did it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's what, and I did there are people in my community to this day that came in from that because they were like, who is this person who's saying these things? And they did the common decency of coming into my channel and just watching for a little bit instead of coming right in and just spewing straight hate.
I heard you were talking shit about Ninja, dude. I'm gonna beat you up in chat.
And then, Ninja doesn't care if you defend him, dude. Imagine simping for Ninja.
Yeah.
You know, simping for somebody like Pokemon, I can understand. But, Ninja, whatever.
Yeah. But now it's oh man, I'm glad Kate recovered from that thing. I'm sure she never said anything controversial again that got attention.
Nope, not once have I ever said a single controversial thing on Twitch that has ever pissed anybody off ever once. Not my brand.
Or maybe that article you sent me has another story to tell. Because this wasn't the only time where our dear guest here ended up with hate. I know this is, I feel like a bit of a mean person that I'm hey Kate, can we talk about this other thing that's super traumatizing? But it's mostly because I think it's important to even show this side to people that think oh, streaming and getting big is just glamorous. No, you get articles like these, for example.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to be doing a dramatic reading of this.
Yeah.
My computer is pulling up the article right now. But if you wanted to drop the link in chat so that people can see it themselves.
I don't think I can do that right. Oh, maybe I can. Wait a minute. Maybe. Now I'm doing sneaky.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna give you a little taste before I do the dramatic reading of this article, because there is this little known thing in the world, and a lot of people employ it, and some people don't realize it, but it's called acting.
Shocker.
And on Twitch, which is an entertainment platform, sometimes I like to do little bits. I like to act, where I will do things like I act like an ungrateful e-girl. So that's what I was doing in my stream in this clip. I cannot find the clip anymore. I think Twitch just deleted it without notifying me, I swear to God, because I wouldn't have deleted it. I have no shame. But basically, it was one of these. Do you really think that girls on Twitch, girl streamers on Twitch, like their chat? You actually think that we wake up and we look forward to streaming because we want to talk to our chat? Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing this for. No, we're not doing it because we like you. We're doing it because we want you to give us your money. That's why I'm here. Do you think I'm best friends with this person because we have an established 10-year relationship? No, I'm best friends with him because he's donated the most to my fucking channel. Honestly, if a female streamer saw somebody from her chat in the street, she would physically fucking recoil from them, because that is how disgusting we think you are. End scene.
Yeah, and people that are used to your stream know that it's a bit. They've seen many bits. Out of context, it sounds bad, but I think everyone that it's just a lot of people that make these clips, they just love drama. They want to find drama everywhere.
Exactly.
So they just do shit like that out of context, not adding, oh, she's just doing a bit.
Literally 3 seconds after, I was in full screen Zoom for that, and literally I ended the full screen Zoom, sat back, and was just laughing hysterically, and the next words out of my mouth were could you guys imagine if I actually thought like that?
Yeah.
It was so clear that it was a bit, immediately at the end of the clip. But somebody who did not get the memo that it was a joke was Patrick Kobik from thegamer.com, who I should note does not typically write pieces like this and has not written another piece like this since.
And he also hasn't proofread it.
He also is not proofread it, but like typically he just does standard esports related journalism
but
and
this really hit
like
him. It hit him different. He saw the clip and he felt very triggered.
Very triggered. Okay, yes. So the headline is Twitch streamer calls her male viewers pathetic and says we would never interact in real life. A Twitch streamer recently went off on her male viewers, calling them pathetic and saying that women could like them is downright laughable. A dramatic reading.
Yes.
Twitch streamer KaitKatBreak has stated that men who watch and interact with female streamers through the platform are disgusting. Oh, Caitlin, who hurt you so to fill you with such vileness and bile? The generalization was followed by another as she stated that it's laughable that men on this website think that any woman actually fucking likes him, she stated in her live stream on May 27th. Do you think we like interacting with our chats? That's fucking hilarious. That's so goddamn funny. Well, let's peel back this onion of an outburst we have here before us. There might be some point that we can take to consider beneath the misandry that spews from her mouth. Also, like, bonus points that I know the word misandry.
Yeah, I was actually surprised over that. I was like, oh.
That actually caught me.
I think the only reason he knows misandry is because he's been called a misogynist so many times that he's like, oh, but actually, there's the other way around.
Actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
At its core, no, you're fine. At its core, it seems that Caitlin is trying to state that there are men who consider the relationship between them as viewers and their favorite female streamers are more than simply that. She probably does not mean all men are like this or that all men are disgusting, but we cannot assume that to be true since that's the opposite of what she said. If this is the point she so ineloquently was driving towards, it is true that every so often we come across a forum post like this one from Reddit, blah blah blah. Judging or condemning such a lonely individual is not very helpful, and more importantly, it isn't good form to kick someone when they may already be down. Whatever the case, wait, did I miss a paragraph? Did I miss a paragraph? Where the fuck was them there's Caitlin? Oh my god.
Yeah, what happened? I saw that.
I don't know.
Did he remove it?
Hold on. Oh, no, here we go. Sorry, I missed a paragraph. It isn't good form to kick someone when they may already be. Whatever the case may be, it seems that Caitlin is confused about her own role on the Twitch platform. Like the majority of Twitch streamers, Caitlin does not fall within that tiny percentage of elite, world-class, competitive gamer. Caitlin's stream is instead little more than entertainment. What else is it supposed to be? Can we break that down for just 1 second? My stream is little more than entertainment. My stream is not supposed to be anything more than entertainment. That's all it's supposed to be. Anyways,
yeah.
She is not particularly gifted with any specific game, nor does she seem to aim towards that as a goal. Because
is that wrong? Do you have to try to get good at games? Can you not play games because they are fun?
I guess not. Like, I guess he's never heard of somebody just like playing games to enjoy them. Like, I'm sorry that me just like pew-pewing people in Fallout New Vegas is more fun than trying to like escape Tarkov.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Why do we mention this? Because there is a golden rule touted by some brilliant mind some years ago who said something along the lines of don't shit where you eat. Whatever. That is just such a terrible summation of that quote.
Yeah.
Like somebody, sometime, someplace once said something like this. Anyways. Anyways, recently here at the Gamer, we discussed the question, how important are streamers really? Because there
Wait, can I?
always seem
Why did
how
they have a
important are
thing?
we?
Why did they have a thing where they were like, yeah, let's discuss. How are streamers even important?
Do they even have feelings? Do you think that they should be fed?
Yeah, like, should we like not watch streamers? Maybe, I don't know.
I have no idea. Like, you would
Should they
think
be
like
allowed to exist? Should we maybe outlaw them or remove them?
maybe, perhaps.
It's like, well, and it's like, oh well, we did discuss if streamers are important. Like that has anything to do with it? Okay, sorry, he made a point by it later, but it was still a weird thing. Sorry.
Anyways, he said there are other far more important and relevant stream. Actually, he doesn't say far more. I'm gonna stop self-editing this guy's fucking typos. Like, please check out this article and see how bad the editing on this actually is. At one point,
there isn't any editing. It's not even proofread.
At one point, it just says "fuck" full text, and then every other instance, it's censored for no reason. Okay.
Also, I don't want to shit on the guy. Like,
I do. Fuck him. Okay. Fuck him. I sent them an email and requested that this article be pulled down because it is blatantly incorrect and it was driving hate towards me unfairly. Yeah. And the editor basically went, so like I want them to feel bad about this. Like they deserve to feel bad about putting such a piece of shit article out into the world that has no purpose. Yeah. It does nothing. And, it does nothing.
And you received death threats after this, right?
I mean, yeah, like people get really like, don't piss off the incels. Oh my god, like if you are a baby streamer and I need to give you one piece of advice, just don't do anything that's going to piss the incels off, because they have nothing more to do with their lives. Like nothing more to do with their lives than find shit like this and harass you nonstop for it. But I was better prepared this time. Yeah. I learned from the ninja thing. This was just last year. So I had a year of streaming under my belt. Like I had like enough VODs and clips to prove that anybody like thinking I was seriously like this was just an idiot. So like I felt much more confident in handling this situation and the hate that it drove towards me than I was with the ninja situation.
Yeah. So if you could give like, since this is also supposed to be educational for new streamers, if something like this were to happen to someone, what do you think they should do? Either to like prevent the backlash or just like prepare themselves to deal with something like this?
Well, I think you have to be aware of, if you're going to put bait out there, people are going to eat it. Like that's that, and I knew that going into that situation. Like where'd you? Why can't I hear you? Where'd you go?
Hello?
Oh. Okay, I can hear you. Sorry. Sorry. I thought I heard you like start to say something and then it cut off, but I'm just an idiot. What was I saying? But no, yeah, so like if you're gonna bait like for reactions, you need to understand that you were going to get reactions. And it goes back to that big viral moment. Like if you're going to have a big viral moment that you've manufactured yourself, you need to be prepared to deal with that. And I think that was the big difference between the ninja situation and that situation, was like I knew when I was doing the bit, like, oh, there's always the odd that somebody is going to clip this and take it out of context, and wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? Like I even said that when I was done doing the bit. So I was already aware of it. Whereas like in the beginning with Ninja, I was just drunk and like woke up hungover and was on the front page of Reddit, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
What did I do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? And I'm watching it, I'm like, this is it? That's all I did? Like, at least with the second
said so many like worse things, I would think.
Yeah. And with the second one, I'm like, oh, I know why they're mad. Like, because they ate the onion. Like, they fell for it hook, line, and sinker, and that was amusing to me the second time around. Is like, haha, you guys are so fucking stupid. You think this is how I actually am. Like, your life is so full of hatred. Just get a hobby, dude.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, something I also like about you is that you are authentic. And you say that, well, I'm gonna be the same I am now, like 5 years down the road. But do
Yeah,
you think that you will have to tone yourself down if you get bigger? Because
I
otherwise, maybe Twitch will be like, hey, maybe don't, because
I
you're.
wouldn't tone myself down. Like somebody, one of the YouTube videos, because that clip, which I wish we could have shown people, where I was doing that female streamer bit, got clipped and put into it one of the It's a Gundam videos. Do you know who It's a Gundam is
No?
on YouTube?
Maybe I
He's
should?
he's fairly big, kind of misogynistic, but like
Oh.
he's a run of the mill gamer YouTuber, you know. But he put that clip in there and he was like, she's joking, she's fucking hilarious, she should be a partner and she never will be. And I was like,
That's
yeah,
kind
I
of how
think
I feel. Yes,
that
I
sums
agree
it
with
up.
that.
Like, because I wouldn't tone myself
No.
down, like that wouldn't be me. Like, I tone myself down in front of my partner's religious parents for like an hour every 2 weeks, and that's a struggle. Okay, I have to put a bra on to go to their house so that my nipples aren't nippling about, and I fucking hate it. So like, I'm not gonna, there's no, I've never been any way other than this my whole life. Like, you can go back and read my disciplinary records from elementary school, which I definitely still have because I'm proud of them, where it's like she needs to check her tone of voice. She just sounds disrespectful all the time. And I'm like, well, stop being so stupid and give me a reason to respect you other than I'm your teacher, and maybe I'll stop treating you like an idiot.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Because that is
I just,
something I have been worried about. Because I think that you have so much potential and you're insanely friendly. Like, you're one of my favorite streamers.
no, stop.
No, it is true. Like, you are one
Stop
of my
it.
favorites. And I've been worried. I'm like, fuck. If Kate gets bigger, she will not be able to do what your regulars and people that enjoy watching you, like, you will not be able to do that.
I
Like,
don't
to
like
some
I
extent, yes.
and I kind of keep that in the back of my mind. Like, in my mind, being successful on Twitch isn't necessarily a partnership. Like, getting that 75 average viewers, like that's not what's super important to me. Like, I would rather have like a dedicated community of like 30 to 50 people and like peak out at like 50 max viewers, because like I feel like with that many viewers I can actually still maintain an authentic relationship with chat. Whereas like the streamers that have like, you know, 4 to 5,000 viewers, the huge ones, they don't know anybody in their chat. Like, you get attention by donating to them, and I never want to be a streamer that like you have to like give me something monetarily just to hear me say your name, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I think that's fucked. And so I don't ever necessarily want to get that big, because one, that's fucking overwhelming.
Yeah.
Two, my responsibilities start to skyrocket. And three, like, maintaining it and kicking it with chat, like that's always been my favorite thing to do on
Yeah.
Twitch. So
I also read from chat now from Neano Cat, and apparently, if you ever get successful, you will have a random mod that will ban the whole chat, and apparently this happened. Is there a story
yeah,
here?
I had one of my founders, actually one of my founding subs, and who like he financially supported me quite a bit in the beginning of streaming. He was one of my mods. He I can't even he I don't even know what set him off. Like, I'm like still struggling to try to figure out what the fuck set him off. But like, I was sick, and so like I didn't stream for a few days, and I wasn't on Discord for a few days, and like he just started banning everybody in, like he like started
Okay.
posting a bunch of like disgusting shit in my Discord, and like I was having to deal with this with like 102 fever. And so like
Oh
I
my
ended up just like, I shut the Discord down completely and wiped everything off of it. And then I was like, oh my god, he's a mod. So I went over to Twitch and I was like, he's banning people in real time while I am offline. Like,
What?
I'm watching him do it. And so like I unmodded him instantly and then banned him, and then had to go through my banned user list and try to figure out like which ones I had banned for good reason and which ones were people that
Yeah.
he was just going through the viewer list and banning. It was a fucking nightmare, dude. And then like he came back not too long ago, like maybe 2 months ago,
Yeah.
on one of his alt Twitch accounts,
Oh,
which I
alt.
know a majority of his alt Twitch accounts, because he used to troll like just chatting streamers, and that's actually how he found
Yeah.
me, was trolling, and he was like, oh wait, she's actually funny. And so before Twitch had IP banning, he was one of those people that if he got an account banned, he would just cycle on to the next one, and he had like 5 or 6 of them. And
Okay.
he came into my chat like 2 months ago and subscribed with one of his alternate accounts, and I just instantly banned him. I was like, thanks for the money, jackass,
Yeah,
and fuck
like, what the fuck
you.
do you think I'm gonna do? Like,
Like, you think like subscribing to me when you say hello means that I'm not going to kick you out? Like, no. Like, I'm very particular with shit like that. If you get in my bad graces, it is very hard to get back into my good graces,
yeah,
just
as it should
because
be.
it takes a sheerly enormous amount of fuckery to get into my bad graces. Like, I'm such a gracious person, and I tend to give people chance after chance, and if you like fuck that up, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
So
That's actually quite admirable because some people like me will let people back super easily. Like, not to my community, I'm very strict about that, but my personal life, I'm like, oh, you were a bit of a doofus? Well, that's fine, we all make mistakes. If it's my
I
community,
have
I'm like, you're fucking out, bitch. Bye!
dude, I haven't I practice what I preach through every
Yeah.
aspect of my life. One of my older brothers, like, we've been estranged for like 4 years because like Christmas time, like 4 years ago, something happened and I just snapped. It was the final straw, and I haven't spoken a word to him since. Like, that's it. Like, you might as well not be my brother.
Yeah. And now
And
we're
you know, I
starting. Yeah, sorry. Go
gave
on.
him I was just saying, and I gave him years and years of chances, so it's not like I'm just like a
Yeah.
cold-hearted savage.
No.
So
Okay. Now, it started to get time for the pros, like the high points and low points of streaming. What you get to decide which one you want to start with.
I'm gonna start with the low point.
Okay, which was that?
So the low point would definitely be the early days and the hate from the ninja thing. Like, that's just that I haven't had anything that compares to that, simply because I was not prepared for it
Yeah.
when it happened. So like, now that I'm coming up next month, is my 2-year stream anniversary,
Ooh.
actually. And so now that I've got 2 years on this, I feel like I'm prepared for anything. And so like, that would have been the low point, but I grew from it, and I
Yeah.
took what I learned from it, and I knew what to do going forward in a situation like that, and so I was prepared for the next time. And the high point, other than meeting my partner, my husband, Spilly, I think my high point would honestly be the day that I randomly decided to go live at 10 o'clock in the morning, and somebody showed up in my stream, and between bits and gifted subs, I left that stream with $1,000.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
Damn.
and the fact that they were bits and gifted subs meant that that money was mine to keep. They can't refund that.
Yeah.
And uh that will never ever happen to me again. But the sheer high of being able to buy new things for the stream and not having to worry about it when I got that payout, and like
Yeah.
being able to like get a really nice dinner and treat myself to something with a Twitch paycheck was just perfect. So that was definitely the high point.
Yeah. It's okay, Spirit. It is very wow. So I one of my viewers, she's just writing wow to everything.
It's been a ride for me.
Yeah.
Twitch has definitely been an experience. So
What's your best streaming memory?
my best streaming memory, oh man, I I have so many that I look
Yeah.
fondly back upon. Like most of my streams are very happy memories. Okay, actually, my fondest memory of stream was I had moved into my mom's basement. It was a transition stage. I was living in my like my 1-bedroom apartment, 2 hours away from everything, and my deep dark depression, started streaming. That pulled me out of it enough to be like, I need more help. So I went and moved in with my mom, because sometimes you just got to move back in with your mom and be treated like a teenager to get your life straight. And so I was living with my mom, and I was in the basement. I was wasted. I was drinking beer after beer, and these
It sounds
people
like me.
came. Yeah,
Sorry.
these people that I'd never really seen in my chat before, because this was still early days of streaming,
Yeah.
came in and they started drawing me in MS
Aww.
Paint. And so I have a folder full of these. Absolutely, they just increased in absurdity. There's one where my boobs are the hot air balloon, and like me and one of my viewers are in the basket underneath. Like they did like a whole series where like one drew one, and then the next person took it and added something new to it, and then the next person took it. Have you seen my subscriber alert on Twitch when somebody subscribes and it's that drawing of me getting a hug and it says it will all be okay?
I don't think so. Is it
Well,
new? If if you can send it on
no.
Discord now, I can show it to
I,
chat.
it's downstairs. All of those are on my other
Still...
community, but that drawing was drawn on that night, and
Aww.
like that, it was just wild because like 5 people were just like creating art of me, even if it was like shitty meme MS Paint drawings. Like they found me entertaining enough to stick around for like several hours through the stream, and I'll send you the pictures so
Yeah,
that you
I
can
wanna
see
see.
them. And maybe the next time I stream, I'll pull them back up, because I tend to go back through like my happy stream memories close to the stream anniversary. But yeah, that was definitely that was really
Yeah.
a happy memory. And even though I was wasted and have a hard time remembering all of it, like that was very, very warm and cozy.
It sounds really nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Now,
Yeah.
chat room. Now you get to run out. Happy. Now you get to ask questions, chat. They've been corralled for too long, so and ignored. I'm surprised
Oh
some of them
God.
survive. I'm so used to interacting with them.
Yeah.
Also, Spilly followed me. That's your partner, right?
Yes, that's
very
my
nice of
partner.
him. Thank you.
Yes. He's incredible. He's downstairs in work meetings and work meetings and work meetings and work meetings. So it's getting to the point where we might have to move my PC into another
Oh.
room, but I really do not want to do that.
Yeah.
Because I like when he's not at work that we just like game and vibe next to each other all night. So
yeah, Spirit Donut is asking, did all of that early hate ever make you consider quitting Twitch?
No. I'm a very stubborn person. It freaked me out, and it did a solid number on my mental health for a little bit. But once I got like just a little bit of time and space from it, and it had the benefit of happening like around Thanksgiving, around the holidays, and so like I kind of had a baked in excuse to take time off from streaming because hey, it's the holidays. And a couple of my friends helped me gain a little bit of perspective. But no, I've never considered quitting Twitch entirely. Like I've always known that it's something, like ever since I started doing it, that it's something that I enjoy and I want to keep doing, even if I have to put it down for a little bit because it's not serving me at the time. I can always pick it back up when it does serve me again.
Yeah. Is there something you feel like I forgot to talk to you about regarding streaming that you feel like, oh shit, I know a lot about this. I could teach these newer streamers a thing or two about this?
Well, I think the most important advice that I could really, other than themselves, genuinely my genuine advice
I think
is
you cut out a bit, so can you
oh no
repeat? Sorry,
can
it was
you
just for a
can you
moment. It was like the only thing I can say about this, and then it got
okay
silent. I
okay
was like, okay, this is important.
okay so genuinely my advice is to, before you start streaming, do not don't necessarily craft an image of yourself. I know that you're like a lot of like successful streamers have these personalities that they put on and they like try to do all of this stuff, and I'm going to let you know that it's exhausting. So like I think the people who genuinely find the most success on Twitch in the beginning are those who remain true to themselves and have their own voice that doesn't get clouded by other people. You know, you don't hop on trends because it's trendy. You know, if other streamers like on stream are wearing short shorts and thigh highs, do not think that you need to wear short shorts and thigh highs to get viewers, because honestly, if you do that, you're going to get the kind of viewers that just want to see you in short shorts and thigh highs. So like think about what kind of community you want to build, what kind of stream you want to have, and put forth an authentic version of yourself, because that's where you're going to get the most satisfaction. You're going to know that people like you for you, and you're not going to live in fear of, oh no, what if this gets uncovered about me? Because there are no skeletons in your closet.
You will be your own skeleton in a closet.
Yeah, exactly.
And only you can let that person know. No, I don't know where I was going with that. This is my third bad take.
Yeah. What do I think my next controversy will be around me? Oh man. You know, I've been thinking about how to manufacture the next big moment. And I think I am going to institute a foot cam once I find my feet. I have tiny little puppet feet. And this is going to be modeled after one of my good friends, Eggshell. He has a foot cam that for channel points you can activate it. And so I am going to have a foot cam.
Because this is also a thing. It's okay if a guy does it, you know?
Yes, and so this is where I'm trying to decide how manufactured to be, because I'm thinking I could do an actual foot cam with my real feet and have somebody clip it and report it so that I can get banned, so that on Twitter I can be like, what the fuck, this dude has had foot cam for like a year at this point. This is sexist bullshit. Like, why are my feet inherently more sexualized than his? And then when my ban gets lifted for it being bullshit, then I will have foot cam still, but when it cuts to it, it'll be my two little puppet feet. So that's the plan for the next controversy. I just don't know when I want to do it.
Yeah, you don't want to say it here because then people are gonna be ready. They're gonna be like, no, she's just joking. Look.
I mean, even if I am just joking, I'm gonna have to commit to fully showing my feet.
I don't think you can get banned from showing feet. If you do it in a sexual manner, yes.
I mean, I've got really sexy feet.
Yeah. Okay, then it's sexual. Spirit Donut is wondering how you are holding up with lockdown, and we have talked about this, Kate, but I find it funny.
Oh my god, guys, I'm a stay-at-home wife. I have 3 fur babies. So what I do is I clean a lot. I do a lot of housework to keep myself occupied. I do a lot of cross stitching to keep myself occupied. I make bath bombs because when lockdown started, I started taking a bath almost every day, and commercial bath bombs are like $5 a piece. And so instead of continuing to buy those, I dropped like $150 straight up, and I've made probably 75 bath bombs, so they've definitely paid. Yeah. So lockdown is an interesting phenomenon for me because I haven't held a job since January. My partner makes enough money to support both of us comfortably. Like we're not super struggling. We don't have like money for super fun things, but like bills are paid. We've got beer in the fridge, you know, everything is fine. So he's working from home. We order our groceries in delivery, our booze delivery. We very rarely go out into the world, and I prefer it a little bit like that. But otherwise, I get real upset because I want to go and see people.
Yeah,
I want to go and go to Colorado. I want to go to California, Utah. Like, I've got friends all over the place and I want to go visit them, and this is the time of year that I get up and start to do all of my traveling.
Yeah.
I can't do any of it this year. So that aspect of it definitely sucks, but in terms of lockdown, I'm super privileged and very aware of how privileged I am to be able to ride it out the way I am.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
And I still think that you should start doing embroidery streams and stuff like that to show people how to make bath
It-
bombs, because I think that's a great idea for you.
I think we're gonna play with NDI on my laptop and try to do some NDI encoding from laptop down to the stream PC and see if that works better than using the Wi-Fi. Because I definitely want to do that. I'm gonna.
Spirit Donut will watch. I would watch. You have 2 viewers now.
Like, woohoo!
Yay, you made it.
But yeah, like, I definitely want to have stream. We just have like some lo-fi beats on and like a front cam of me talking and then an over-the-shoulder cam of me doing cross stitch.
Yeah, that is really
that is
nice.
in the works.
That would be really chill. I would be like, okay, I had a rough day. Time to watch Kate. That would be me.
That's what I want. Is I want it to be a cozy vibe.
Yeah. Is there, now that we're nearing the dreadful end, do you have any like self-promotion you wanna do? Do you wanna shout someone out?
I want to shout myself out. I expect literally everybody that is watching her right now to be following me on Twitch when I go and check as soon as we're done here. If you're not, I'm gonna hunt you down and claim your firstborn.
I
so
wrote your name so
mind.
people can just copy it and go.
Yeah, so go ahead and follow me on Twitch. My streams don't typically overlap kitties.
No.
Too frequently. There's like a rare occasion where like a couple hours might overlap, but I tend to be later in the night or much earlier in the day. So it's one of two. But yeah, just follow me. I've got a really quick question about when you guys would fuck a goat, and then we can I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's an important question though.
It is an important question, but come on my stream, come and chat with me, and I'll ask you when you'd fuck the goat there.
Yeah, they will know what it means. That's like the hidden message here.
But it is.
I want to thank you for being on the podcast, and I'm so happy that I finally get to have you as a guest.
Well, I want to thank you for having me. It feels really good to be collaborating with somebody again.
And now we get to be in your, instead of like being streaming, you get to be in the spotlight in a different way.
Yes, I get to be in the spotlight, and now if my viewers stream today, I can be like, shut the fuck up, you should have watched me on Kittylicious' channel.
What the hell?
You stupid idiots, what the fuck is wrong? So, yeah.
That's good. I'm really bad at saying goodbye.
Me too, but let's just rip this band-aid off. Thank you so much for having me. I love you so much. Your chat has been great. I might be live tomorrow for a daytime stream. So follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is the exact same as my Twitch, and it's where I like update people on my life, my feet, and my Twitch stream.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. Okay, bye-bye. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. We did it.